Hey guys, my name is Manoli, and today I'm going to share a story of how I was shopping on Amazon and a seller almost lost my sale with one very basic mistake. And if you're an Amazon seller, this applies to everyone selling on Amazon, and it has to do with your listing images and just your visuals in general. So I'm shopping on Amazon and I'm shopping for an inflatable air mattress. And the one requirement I have as a customer is I want it to be plug-in and auto-inflating, right? And so I search on Amazon and this is the listing I see. Amazon's Choice, and it says Sleep Looks durable inflatable air mattress with a built-in pump. So I'm like, okay, great, 60 bucks. It's Amazon's Choice, and it says with a built-in pump. So I click it, and I'm on the listing. The bullet points don't say anything about a built-in pump. Here we are looking at the listing images, and there's nothing showing me that there's a wire or a built-in pump. I mean, you look at this image and there's no wire. Like I want to actually see that there's a wire. Nothing here, nothing in the main image. Here I actually see that they can charge their iPad, but that's not what I'm looking for. The main criteria I have is that I can self-inflate with a plug. I look here, there's no plug. Like I don't even see a wire on the ground. I click here, nothing. This is just the top. Nothing's plugged in. And then here, this is not clear to me either if I can plug this in or not. So then I scroll down, of course, I scroll down to the A+ content, right? Nothing here either. Here's one image, and I actually see an outlet in this image, and it's not plugged in. So I'm like, okay, I'm not sure if there's actually an outlet on this. Again, no wire. Here it says built-in pump. Inflates and deflates within a few minutes. But I haven't seen it, so I don't know that I trust it. Again, nothing here and nothing here. This is the A+ content. And between the images and the A+ content, they haven't showed me that there's a wire. Many customers shopping for inflatable air mattresses are going to want a plug-in. And this listing is not showing a plug anywhere. So naturally, I see there's two videos. So I'm like, okay, cool. I'll watch the videos and see if, there's a wire in that. I watched the first video, doesn't show a wire at all. No wire. Finally, the last thing I look at, second video, it's the last visual on the listing. I see this. Built-in pump, inflates and deflates in minutes. Now, it has said built-in pump on the title. It said it in one of the A+ content modules. This is the first place that they showed the actual wire. And it actually doesn't even show me that it's plugged in. But I trust this enough to say, okay, this is probably a plug-in air mattress. It took me to look through the images, took me to look through the A+ content. I watched video number 1, and it took me all the way to the last visual, video number 2, for me to see the thing I was looking for. So what's the takeaway? The takeaway is you need to know what your customers want, and you need to show that information visually. It's not enough to put it in the title and to write it in the bottom of your 5th bullet point. If something is required for your customer to purchase, you have to show that in your images, and I would even show it in your A+ content and your video. So if you're selling a food product, you need to show the nutrition facts. If you're selling an inflatable air mattress and it plugs in, a lot of customers, that's a requirement. They need to know that. Show a wire being plugged into the wall. If you're selling a tech gadget that's app enabled, show that it's compatible with iPhones, with Androids, with this operating system. Think about your product and think about what is the required information the customer needs to know to buy this, and I would make sure that that's visually included in your listing. So once again, images, videos, A+ content, you have to add that stuff. I ended up buying this listing, but they almost lost me as a customer because I had one criteria. My criteria was I can plug this into the wall and it will self-inflate. And I couldn't find that information anywhere. Now, I eventually found it, but that's because I help Amazon sellers and I was actually curious, like, is this information buried or did they just forget to add it? And I eventually found it. But had they not had that second video, I guarantee I would have clicked out, clicked a different listing, and I would have bought from another seller. So if you're an Amazon seller, think about this story. A lot of people are looking at your listings. They're having sessions on your listings. And if you have a low conversion rate or you want a conversion rate that's better and higher, are you forgetting key information? So once again, the key takeaway is know your product, know what key information your customers are looking for, and include that information visually. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon.